There are keepers of these different realms that as you awaken. And I talked a lot over the fall, over the summer and fall, about ancestral realms. The ancestral realm is the first one that you awake to of the unseen world. The ancestral realm is the first one that you wake up to. Okay. And this is really important because your ancestors are directly connected to you. And as you do healing within your ancestral line, your body heals, they heal, as in the DNA you inherited from that heals and is able to now do its dance. Okay. And as that happens, the new DNA dances. And what's the first DNA dance usually to get activated inside of a human? It's their Pleiadian or Annunaki DNA dance that gets activated. Okay. Now, the Anunnaki one is a little tricky because we have a lot of stories in the conspiracy world that tell us terrible things about our Anunnaki. We have all kinds of stories in our mythology about the different hybrids that were made with Anunnaki. You know what I mean? So those stories can keep us from really owning and reactivating that level of our DNA dance. But the fact is, the Anu race contributed their DNA to the life on this planet. So many of us have it. And then after that, it's the Pleiadian DNA that gets danced, that gets activated, gets danced, gets activated and does its dance. Okay. And now you have that much more potential because that much more of your DNA is dancing. Okay. You become freer inside. Maybe you get to, maybe you start to understand how to work the different systems of this world in a more empowered way. Okay. Now, after your DNA dance gets activated, this oftentimes is when we start waking up out of the reality that this is a slave planet. Okay. There, guys, let me know if you're familiar or if you prescribe to this idea that this planet is an enslaved planet, as in souls are unwillingly getting re-put through the incarnational cycle and they can't get out. Okay. Now, this is true when you are limited in your DNA dance. Yes, that is all that you have access to. But then as the Anu DNA wakes up and then the Pleiadian DNA wakes up, now all of a sudden you're thinking more freely, you're dreaming more freely, there's more potential to your access. Okay. And then you start embodying that change. You start making you start making changes in your life because you have a different value system now. Self-care is very important. Withdrawing from toxic environments is very important. Giving yourself the proper nutrients, really nurturing this biosuit becomes higher on the priority ladder. And now that you're cleaning out the toxins of your body, you're cleaning up your lifestyle, you're healing within your ancestral realms. Now the pace of your transformation is picking up, going faster, 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 until you start activating the next level of your DNA, which is the Syrian DNA. Well, Syrian or Arcturian, it really depends on your lineage. It really depends on, this DNA pool has been contributed to by many beings. Okay, so the actual, after you wake up past the Pleiadian piece, then it starts to branch off into some other origins. Okay, so then after that Pleiadian piece is dancing, that means your heart. You're nurturing your heart. You're healing your ability to be present, to be loving. You're starting to experience glimpses of the magic of this world. Okay, that's an indication your DNA dances. Your Pleiadian DNA dance is waking up and it's moving, it's grooving. Okay, and so you nurture that more and more and more, and now all of a sudden you've discovered a life passion, something that you absolutely love to do. And not only that, you figured out how to make a living doing it. Okay, Syrian/Arcturian DNA dancing now. Okay, because you understand the structures, some of the structures in this world, and how to live the life you actually want to live versus the life that's being given to you. Okay, the life that's being given to you is pretty much, you're born to a family, they tell you who you are, your culture tells you who you are, your religion and or environment organizes your value system, and then you live the life that you're supposed to live in order to be happy. Okay. Now, many people do that and they wake up somewhere along the lines, especially women after the age of 50. They will wake up out of that and be like, fuck this, I'm going to die if I stay here any longer in this role. Right. So they'll wake up. Men, you know, they'll very often wake up after they've achieved everything that they set out to achieve, or they feel like they've achieved and still aren't happy. Then they'll start rearranging their value system. But either way, this is a value, the system that's given to you. It's not the one that you create. And this is the difference. The DNA dances. You have your Pleiadian DNA going, your Syrian, Arcturian DNA going. Now you are creating the reality you want. You're creating the life that you want. Okay. And this is just the beginning. There's even more beyond that.